Hello my dear students, today we will learn how to classify quadrilaterals. Topic number 16, lesson 3. Objective of our lesson today, I can reason about lines, segments, and angles to classify quadrilaterals. First, we have this shape. This shape we call it parallelogram. Parallelogram. The parallelogram has two pairs of parallel sides. Look here. This line and the line that is above it. If they keep going on, they will never ever cross out, right? We took this before. So, the top side and the bottom side are parallel. Also, the right side and the left side are parallel too. So each two sides are parallel. We call it parallelogram. Now, we have easy one, a rectangle. Rectangle has also four right angles. This is first thing. Four right angles. Look at the angles. All of them are right. And it is also a parallelogram because the top and the bottom sides are parallel. The right and the left are also parallel. Now, look here again, also girls, at the angles. It has two acute angles and obtuse, right? Two acute and two obtuse. Square. Square has four right angles. Oh, look, all the angles are right. And all sides are the same length. Easy one, we know that. A square has four equal or the same length. It's also a parallelogram. Why? Think about it. Look at the sides. The top and the bottom sides are parallel. The right and the left sides are also what? Parallel. Look here. This shape is called trapezoid. Trapezoid is a quadrilateral with only one pair of parallel sides. Only one pair. Look at the at the top and the bottom sides. They are parallel, but the right and the left, are they parallel? Let's try. If we keep going like this and we take the right side and keep going with it, they will interact, right? They will cross out. So it's impossible to have two pairs. So it has only one pair of a parallel side. The last one, it's called rhombus. The rhombus is a quadrilateral, of course, that has opposite sides that are parallel. The same, like the others, the top and the bottom sides are parallel. The right and the left sides are parallel too. But the difference that it's like the square in this one, all sides are the same length. All the sides are the same length. But can I say that the rhombus is a square? Think about this. Think about the angles. Of course no, because the square's angles are right, but the rhombus, they're not. They're like the parallelogram, right? Two acute and two obtuse. How are a parallelogram and a rectangle the same? Let's go back. Here's the parallelogram and here's the rectangle. First, we're gonna think about the sides, then about the angles. Now, the sides, they have two pairs of what? Parallel sides, right? These sides are parallel, these sides are parallel, the same for the left and the right. But look at the angles. Now, the rectangle has right angles, but the parallelogram has two acute and two obtuse. So they each have two pairs of parallel sides. A rectangle always has four right angles, the same what we said. A parallelogram doesn't always have four right angles. Okay, here we have a trapezoid. But if you can notice, we have here two right angles. In this case, look what we call it. Perpendicular sides form right angles. Can a trapezoid have perpendicular sides? Yes. So in this case, a trapezoid can have two right angles that form perpendicular sides. A trapezoid with two right angles is called what? A right trapezoid. A right trapezoid. That's it. So it can have, has two right angles. So in this case, we call it right trapezoid. Okay? Now, let's look here. Take a look at these questions. Question number 1. What is right about all quadrilaterals? The right thing that they all have four sides and four angles. That's it. Four sides, four angles. What is the difference between a square and rhombus? We said this before, but let's go back to it. Here's the rhombus, and here's the square. The sides and the angles. Now, first, all of the sides are parallel. We can have two pairs of parallel sides, right? Look at now the angles. The rhombus has two obtuse and two acute, but the square has four right angles. Let's go back. A square always has four right angles. A rhombus does not always have four right angles. Easy one. Question number 3. Shane drew a quadrilateral with at least two right angles and at least one pair of parallel sides. Name 3 quadrilaterals Shane could have drawn. So since we saw two right angles, it can be rectangle. Let's go back. It can be what? Trapezoid, right? So trapezoid. Can't be rhombus? No. Can't be square? Yes. Two right at least. So it can be four right angles. Can't be rectangle? Yes. Rectangles angles are right. Can it be a parallelogram? No. So rectangle, square, and trapezoid. Let's look at these shapes. All of them, of course, since we have four sides, four angles, so all of them are quadrilateral. So we can decide. We can talk about this. Okay, correct. Now we're gonna think about: are they parallelogram? Are they rectangle, square, rhombus? What are they? Let's think about it. First, they said that this is a rectangle. Of course, it's a rectangle. Is it also parallelogram? Yes, it is, because I have two pairs of sides, parallel sides, right? So it's a parallelogram and a rectangle. Look at number 6. First, when I look at it, it's square. Of course, it's a square. Is it a rectangle? Yes. Do you remember when you were young, we always used to say that each square is a rectangle? Each square is a rectangle. Is it parallelogram? Yes, it is, because I have two pairs of parallel sides. And also it's rhombus. Why? Let's go back and take a look at the rhombus. Rhombus has two opposite sides that are parallel. Square has two. all sides have the same length. Square also. And also it's a parallelogram. The square is also the same. So I can say that the square is a rhombus, but the rhombus is not a square, okay? And the last shape is, of course, quadrilateral. We said about this. Question number 17. Higher order thinking. Could you use the formula for finding the perimeter of a square to find the perimeter of another quadrilateral? Explain. Now, the formula, first of all, the formula of the perimeter, do you remember it? That we multiply 4 times s of the square because all of the sides of the square are what? Yes, the same. So, think about this. Is there any of the shapes that we studied today has 4 equal sides or 4 equal lengths? Yes, what is it? The rhombus. So, sorry. So we can use this formula for what? For the rhombus, right? Okay. Ben draws the shape shown at the right. This one. He says the shape can be classified as a quadrilateral. Let's take a look. 4 angles, 4 sides. Check. Yes. Trapezoid. Yes, it is a trapezoid. And parallelogram. Parallelogram. Let's take a look. The top and the bottom sides are parallel. Yes. The right and the left sides, are they parallel? If I keep moving them or going here, down, 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 no. They will cross out. So, no, we can't. Okay, so cannot be a parallelogram because it doesn't have 2 pairs of parallel sides. So this was our lesson for today. Please try to solve the independent practice and the homework by yourself and send it to me. Goodbye. See you later.